Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with meteorologist Cameron Landfield.
Good evening, Western Oregon. We're still going through a transition for today. Even though it does feel nice and warm out there, things are changing pretty quickly. Take a look behind me. Here's our mid-level weather pattern. I'll let that pass by a couple times for you, and you can see the same details and features I pointed out on Friday. We've got a second lobe of deeper energy coming in for tomorrow, and that's going to help to bring those temperatures closer to average or right below average from Sunday all the way forward into next week. That is also going to help bring a little bit more humidity in. So it looks like things as far as fire danger are concerned are looking a little bit better. Hasn't changed for today, however. I'll show you that in just a moment here. But first, we've got to talk about the current alerts that are still up. We did see a termination yesterday of an air quality alert south of the current alert, so this whole gray zone, but now that moved up just up towards the north now, and it's going to terminate through Monday at 1 o'clock. Even though we do see that shifting in our overhead pattern, which brings nicer west winds in and kicks most of our smoke away to the east, there is still smoke concerns. Of course, we've got a lot of active wildfires still burning out there, which means the smoke has to go somewhere, and at this point it looks like it's staying towards that Vida Oak Ridge area. Now, moving forward from that, here's a look at what smoke looks like through the rest of the evening today, and you'll see, just like I said, it does tend to move out towards the east as those west winds strengthen with that second lobe of energy passing on through. So 6 o'clock, take a look. You can see there is still a plume coming from the north all the way down from Corvallis to Coos Bay, and then of course next to the active fires near Oak Ridge, things are pretty smoky. Pushing from there though, you'll see that that plume pushes out towards the east, especially the more active one, and that's because of those west winds continuing to get stronger as we see that transition into more average weather for tomorrow. Same thing happens here at 10 o'clock. We do of course still have a bit of a plume out over Eugene. I do want to mention though that again, this is going to be our high level smoke. So this is the smoke you see above you, not the smoke in your lungs. Smoke in your lungs is not as bad for today, certainly better air quality. Then moving forward from there into 12 a.m. looks relatively similar, but the colors are less intense out over the more valley areas. So again, looking better into tomorrow, and most of the worst smoke is up in that area where I showed the air quality alert. Now, I said I would show the fire danger off, and that's indeed the case right now. It's still high everywhere, but with more average conditions coming through in the next few days here and more humidity, I wouldn't expect anything to get worse, maybe even seeing things get a little bit better. Now, Scandyfest Day 3 is currently going on, and here's what the last couple hours look like. Things do shut down at 9 o'clock, but you've still probably got a chance to get there if you feel like it. Clear skies essentially all the way through the remainder of the evening. Maybe a little bit of smoke staying in those 80s. Do want to remind you today is Sweden. Now, our 7-day forecast shows you those high 60s all the way through the week on the coast with more cloud coverage coming up tomorrow. Pretty similar story for the Umpqua Basin. Clouds come in on Wednesday, however, 88 today, then we'll see 79 for the lowest day Monday. Cascade passes, sun shiny all the way through, more haze though, in the 70s for the next 2 days, then dropping into the high 60s. Willamette Valley, 89 today, looking at those mid 80s tomorrow as that pattern shifts. More clouds come in on Monday.